will we see a stronger draft from Inverse? I feel that the draft, we felt that the draft was, it could have been a lot better, and maybe perhaps that would have extended out the game as they had no catch against all these heroes. But hopefully we'll see some turn of events turn out differently now in this game 3.
Are they going to give them Wraith King Epi?
Are they going to give them Wraith King? That's the question. Well, all depends upon this ban.
Remaining.
I think it's the first person who can get it. So 0900, they're going to pick Wraith King since they have the first pick.
Yeah, and they'll be really happy if they do get their hands on it. So I think Inverse have to decide if they want to give it to them and have a plan for it. Or...
No,
okay,
they're not having it. Finally, we won't see Wraith King in this game. Game 3, it might be it though.
We're going to see a different carry hero win. It's going to be fantastic.
Ooh. I actually love this
Shadow
hero so
Shaman.
much.
You ready?
Mars. I love Mars so much. Because it's such a good, like, flashy hero to just, like, speak about, like, how he jumps in with Arena, and he has, like, so many opportunities to stun people. Now we have catch, but it's on 0900, Inverse.
I'm telling you, there's a Shadow Shaman pick coming. I can feel it.
Oh, maybe.
Gives them 2 stuns, Hex and Shackles. Not
They
stuns,
haven't played
you know
Shaman
what I mean.
in the DPC yet.
You
just want to see a Shaman.
I could see them going Undying again against the Mars, which I think is fine. I agree with you with Mars, though. I think that hero is really strong. Like, when you draft, you need to have certain amounts of tick boxes to check, right? You need catch, you need wave clear, you need something that scales most of the time. Like, stuns, like, team fight is obviously really nice as well. And sometimes it's really difficult to check all the boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, Tusk, that's okay. I don't mind that. I could see them going either Phoenix here or to, like, double down on the team fight with the Mars Phoenix. Or, like, just go for some real comfort. Like, we've seen, like, these Witch Doctor kind of picks, right?
10 seconds remaining.
That's their position 4-5. Tusk?
5 seconds remaining.
5. So I'd see that we don't get a Nyx anymore, because we've been seeing Nyx quite a lot, and Nyx is one of these very strong heroes in the meta, especially with that Aghanim shot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that hero is really good. As a Shadow Shaman and a Rubik player, though, I love when people pick Nyx, because both those heroes are really good against it. Oh, look, there it is. I think...
You know, if they're comfortable, let them go with it, if that's what they love. You know,
I think it's fine.
A comfortable hero.
Yeah, like, it's good against Tusk as well, because obviously if you snowball someone in, you can then throw Cask out and they're going to be next to each other anyway.
Yeah.
10
It's
seconds
strong,
remaining.
stable laning support. I think it's okay. But
5 seconds
it just doesn't go
remaining.
that well with the Mars. You know, like, I would have liked to see them pick, like, a nice laning partner. Because we sometimes see, like, Mars Morana, Mars Phoenix. But they go for their stable instead. I wouldn't mind seeing a Drow here, potentially, from Inverse. I think it's one of the better heroes at dealing with Mars in the laning stage. And it's a good hero to base the rest of your draft around as well. Like, Tusk Drows are decent lane if they play the Tusk as a 5. What else could they go for?
To pick right now?
Yeah, it's a tough one, because, like, Tusk, you could go so many different ways with your draft when you have a Tusk first pick. Like, there's so many things you can do.
Like, they could turn it into it, like, they still haven't picked their carry yet, so they could move it into Pos 5, which would work really well. They did play Venomancer as a position 3, didn't they? Their first and they'll pick Venomancer. So they still feel confident with this. They felt that it did well on the bottom lane, and it did. They pressured them out. They took the tower within around about 8 minutes. So they want to go this Tusk and Venomancer. They just got to be careful, however. They just got to be careful
10 seconds remaining.
that it doesn't turn on them. Like, we saw Venomancer not get too much fun. Like, they still win nonetheless, but they had some difficulties in the game.
Mm-hmm. I could see this being a hero what they try and make them bait into playing a certain type of Pos 1 that can lane against Veno, and then they move it to, like, a position 5 Veno instead to, like, help deal with the Mars in the laning stage. And then they do, like, some Veno 5, Tusk 4, like, decent kill potential at all points in the game, like we saw with the Grim Tusk before. Because I think picking Veno this early feels really weak. Like, yes, Tusk Veno are a good lane, but there's certain heroes like PL, like Lifestealer and stuff, for example. Yeah, they're going to ban the PL. But these kinds of heroes like Jug as well is another one that they all do absolutely fine. Because I could see something like Jug Witch Doctor just absolutely destroying that lane.
Oh, yeah, that would be horrible. Like, I think Juggernaut is particularly good here, and I think that 0900, they have played Juggernaut before in their DPC, so Madara is very capable of playing Juggernaut if they decide to pick it up. And I just said before, especially with avoiding the snowball damage as well, and purging the Venomous Gale with that Blade Fury. Like, Venomancer, he doesn't have much movement speed, though they do have Stave with Snowball, though Witch Doctor... Paralyzing Cask, Blade Fury, Maledict, it's very dangerous, and you would have to keep your distance. So it would make them actually play very cautious compared to what they played in the first game, which is very aggressive, because they didn't have much to counteract it. Like, what did they have? Lycan with 300 movement speed, which all they could do was scream and run to the tier 1 tower. Like, that was about it. So I can totally understand if they pit themselves up a Juggernaut. That'd be a lovely pick. And it hasn't been banned yet, so it is in the hero pool, unless Inverse do decide to pick it now.
I can see Batrider being a big hero still left in the draft as well. It's not been banned out so far, and I think it's been second phase banned every game at the moment. I might be wrong with that.
It's been banned quite a lot.
So I can see, like, if 0900 are able to get to like a 4th pick Batrider for them, I think their draft could be really scary, like a Batrider mid. And it'd be interesting to see if Inverse play towards that Bat being a problem for them. Oh, I really dislike this, because now you can't flex the Veno either. Like, you know it's going to be Veno 3 if you're at 0900 now.
Yeah.
So you pick your hero that just is fine against Veno in lane.
That's the only time they have played it, though. The only position they've played it so far in the DPC is a position-free Venomancer.
Okay, they get back for the Phoenix. I think that's because none of these heroes egg. Obviously, they have Bloodlust, which is really good for attack speed on the egg, but 0900's draft looks really good so far.
Especially with the Mars Arena combination. I want the Paralyzing Cask as well. Like, you've got heroes which will group up to try and take down the egg. Like, if you use this in conjunction with the Mars Arena and stop them from getting around the Supernova, then it could be critical for Inverse and could mean like a total team wipe disaster.
True. I think the Tusk Snowball save is really good against Arena and Egg, though. So it'll be interesting to see if they can utilize that. I am really worried about a Batrider pick coming out from 0900 4th or 5th. Because if you look at all the heroes on Inverse at the moment, okay.
Oh,
that's
they take the Jug?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't mind that too much.
So Inverse do play Jug as well. Sweetarm will be going on that Juggernaut. He has played it before.
Because the thing you have to remember at the moment is the Jug at the moment can play as aggressively on the map as he wants, because at all points in the game he can just spin TP away at the moment. And there's nothing the Mars and the Phoenix can do, or the Witch Doctor. So they need to pick a hero that I think threatens him from just being able to do whatever he wants on the map.
Definitely. Because right now he can escape out of any one of these like kill threats from these 3 heroes on the side of 0900 right now, especially with just Blade Fury.
I still think Batrider is really good.
Batrider would be lovely, because especially against...
You can protect the Bat mid with like 2 bans as well. Okay, there's the BKB
That's
piercing
alright
stun
as
there.
well. You know, yeah. Although they still do have that save with the Snowball there, but Ogre Magi, you feel like... I don't know if he's going to do much with Beastmaster Phoenix. Like, yeah, he's going to give the Juggernaut blood.
10 seconds remaining.
Which one of the Mars and the Beastmaster go mid, is the question. You assume it's the Mars, but I've seen Beastmaster mid recently as well. So, could be either.
Actually, yeah, I have been seeing Beastmaster mid also. I just remember that, because it's like a really horrible, different Lycan. Where you get a Beastmaster middle and he just rushes Necronomicon. And then it's like 6 minutes in, it's like, oh, your middle tower is full. And you're like, what?
Yeah. I mean, it's not surprised that the 2 heroes that love building Necros all the time are suddenly really strong. Like, the Necro item needs nerfing again, which is really frustrating, because it was in a really good place, then it got in like a really bad place, and now it's just in a really good place again. I think people feel like they're really struggling to balance it up properly.
Yeah.
Like, cause you get the speed aura from the Necro creep, which when you play heroes like Lycan and Beastmaster, just feels so good. Because you don't even have to go boots first. You can just go Necrobook, because that's what the little speed creep gives you.
It doesn't give the attack speed anymore, does it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just movement speed as an aura. You can purge off the Bloodlust as well with the Necro creep.
10 seconds remaining. Team ban.
Ooh, Snapfire ban. That's pretty cool. Like, they're like, well, we're just going to protect our egg. And we think we're fine.
I don't think 0900 have picked themselves a Snapfire during this tournament.
10 seconds.
But yeah,
remaining.
I can see why they would want to ban that,
Team
especially
pick.
with the Phoenix Egg. Don't want the chance of that just being wiped out. And they ban a Naga!
Yeah,
Alright.
they're just banning heroes that can lane against Veno. Like,
Yeah.
it baffles me that they've given away that the Venos are 3 so early, and 0900 haven't picked a carry that can deal with it. Because now they can pick like Slark maybe or something is okay. Oh, I really dislike this.
Oh, the
I think at
Terrorblade
level
and
1,
Terrorblade versus
yeah,
Tusk.
at level 1 their lane's really strong because they can use meta and everything. But whenever meta's down, this TB's going to really struggle. But I think as the game goes on, their draft looks really good. If the TB can
10
find any amount of
seconds
farm,
remaining.
there's like no magic damage at the moment on inverse. I could see them picking something like a
5
Zeus potentially here.
seconds remaining.
I think would be really good.
Oh, yes, that would be incredibly good. Like, I think
But
they
they
do
have no
have some
team
front
fight.
line. You know, Tusk can strengthen up, like, even if he's the position 4. You've got Ogre Magi. He's fairly tanky in the early game. And Juggernaut's going to be on the front line with the healing ward.
What about like Void Spirit? I think is okay as well. Void Spirit Zeus would be my 2. I think Void Spirit's a little bit better. Maybe Kunkka as well, but I don't think that feels great. They haven't got any time left, so.
Lena.
Oh, okay.
Selena.
Select
Alright,
your
okay,
heroes.
yep.
That's really good because it covers 2 bases in the sense that they need magic damage for the TB, but it also hits the egg as well. So it gives them a little bit of both. I didn't even think about that. I think if Inverse get ahead this game, they have like a really scary 15-minute mark where like all 3 cores come online relatively early. But I think if it goes past like 25, 30 minutes, this TB should just not auto win them the game, but it should be incredibly hard to kill. It's Mars mid as well.
But with, I think they should be able to utilize pushing the Venomancer off the lane early stage if they're able to utilize their Metamorphosis well. Like during the laning stage. Because it's
Yeah, but-
really horrible to play against, especially when you have a low HP pool.
I think the Ogre might start with them in the laning stage and they try and kill the TB when he uses meta at level 1.
Oh, okay.
And then like when he TPs back to lane, he won't have meta again. I think that's how you try and approach it, because if you can get that kill off, it really messes the TB's game up, like at the laning stage at least. Because like you rely on that meta so much to like secure the first 2 waves.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. This is probably the closest draft we've had so far. Because you can see how both of them would win. I'd like to see the Radiant side try and play around this healing ward early though, to like pressure towers and things. Because like Jug Lena are a really strong dual core at like pressuring early game.
Indeed they are. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming into game 3. Now, let's see who comes on the top. So we've actually got Tusk heading bottom. Looks like, I mean, they have the potential to get first blood here, especially with tag team Blade Fury. Because you still proc tag team, I think, even when in Blade Fury, because you can still have like the chance to proc off an attack modifier when you're in Blade Fury, like if you were to have a Maelstrom.
Agree? That's correct.
Oh god, they're just going to head
the
straight in.
Hawks.
Smoke's going to break. They found themselves a Beastmaster here, just sitting up. On
Oh, they're going to get the boar though. Easy XP.
Easy XP.
15 XP for everybody involved.
Poggy.
Give 60 for the boar. They're like, guys, good gang. We got 15 XP each. This is really good. Nice.
Yeah, we got it.
30 seconds.
This is what
to
we
battle.
wanted.
Worth that smoke. Though they do see them here with the Hawk, as we can see. Hawk's revealed them there. There we have it. Though they are controlling the high ground right now on Inverse. On their side of the map. And Terrorblade's like, I don't know if Terrorblade could have the chance to contest this, as it's only Venomancer here. Yeah, Terrorblade's going to contest the rune.
Begins.
Like,
Yeah,
there's no one
he
here to
knows.
take it. Yeah.
But Venom's making sure that the TB wasn't sneaking round to get the other one. And now he's going to go back and be like, oh, he actually just took the rune. Like, normally. Okay, never mind. I'm really surprised they haven't tried to kill this TB at level 1. I think playing down bot is really nice, like finding a kill early on, but I think killing the TB would have been really important. Because look where they put their ward as well up in the top lane on the Radiant side. And yeah, I'm not really sure why they haven't like tried to play up here. Like, look where the lane is. Imagine if the Tusk and the Ogre just swept behind from the left-hand side.
Yeah, especially behind the trees that he's caught also. Well, they could have such a field day taking out this Terrorblade right now. And it's actually Venomancer on his own. The rotation's coming in now. Tusk is finally here. The Witch Doctor is also... And look at this. Utilizing the Metamorphosis. And Venomancer already running away in the trees. Nowhere near XP range right now. And on the other side, Juggernaut's feeling the wrath here of the Boar and Fire Spirits. Not only slowing that move speed, but the attack speed also. Though still getting those last hits, especially on that range creep there. Just see. Very important.
They're going to make sure they hit their level 2 first, because the problem is if you give your level 2 to the Venom and the Tusk lane, they're always going to kill you, like straight away, at level 2. Because they're so strong at that point. But now, without meta, they have to lay down the hurt on this TB. Oh, he's leveled to Reflection, though, against the Venom. I completely forgot about this.
Yeah, that is pretty nice, especially with the Poison Sting.
Yeah, this is the really good thing you can do when you lane up against the Venom. Because, like, obviously you really want to be leveling Poison Sting, but with the Reflection, it kind of puts you off it a little bit.
Oh, and there is a trying to get a kill here onto the Beastmaster here with the Blade Fury. And the slow there from Ignite. The Blade Fury coming off its expiry now. And Beastmaster with the Phoenix holding their ground against Slaw, who's taking a lot of damage here along with Sweet Tom as well with those Fire Spirits damage. And it's only level 1. He's still dealing a lot. As you can see here, Jug, he's got no more regen to his name. Doesn't even have Healing Ward level yet.
Top lane as well. This Tusk is still level 1 at like 2.5 minutes into the lane almost. Not how you want it to go.
Yeah, especially with the fact that he hasn't even been able to utilize a kill so early on. Like, especially when you get boots. Like, as you said before, like, he could have wrapped around. Maybe perhaps in the top lane with the trees taken out there by the Terrorblade. So there's always the potential for that. Well, speaking of that, now they're actually going to try and go in. There's the shards. Locking the Witch Doctor in place, though it looks like Terrorblade may be able to pick himself up a kill here onto the Venomancer, though he's only level 1 Maledict at the moment. Nonetheless, Tusk still holding his ground, trying to take down the Witch Doctor. And Venomancer will be able to survive that onslaught there. And they're going to deny the Witch Doctor. Lovely
he's going to get
stuff. And look at the creep wave. No, the Courier's going to survive. They forced a healing salve on Venomancer. They deny the Witch Doctor. And this creep wave, it's going to push to Terrorblade. It's a really good outcome here for 0900. I mean, even though they lost their Witch Doctor, but this Terrorblade, he's going to be getting himself all of this juicy farm right now underneath this tier 1 tower. Whereas on the bottom lane, it's not so well for Inverse here. But look at this control of the lane right now.
This lane has gone a lot better than I thought it would. I completely forgot about the Reflection thing, like interaction, which has made this lane a lot easier. And the fact they got their level 2 quicker has been a big help. Now TB's just level 3, able to put 2 points in meta and just secure another 2 waves in a second. He'll be fine. I honestly think they could look at killing this Veno now.
And the wave starting to push now, and he's put 2 points into his Metamorphosis now. It's going to be even stronger. Though the action runes are spawning. Regen rune's going to spawn top, and Phoenix swipe in and claim that regen rune for himself to stop that Lina from bottling it up. Mars is... He's not having fun, especially against, you know, level 3 Dragon Slave. It's really nasty to lane against Lina, especially when you're a melee hero. And she's just proccing that again and again. Though, with thanks to Phoenix taking that regen rune, he won't be having much of a problem anymore. He's even had to purchase infused raindrops on this lane right now.
You can see he's gone for an early point in Bulwark, though, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like, just against the poke and prod.
So there is some action bottom. Not maybe in trouble here. Tries to utilize his Blade Fury. His healing ward is going to be killed by the Phoenix. This is a potential kill for him. Icarus dive comes out. But I don't think it's enough. He's able to survive.
He had 6-1 charges as well, so he was okay. Was close, though.
Just get given a tango as well. Lovely jubbly. And the Beastmaster is going for, obviously going for that Necronomicon. He's going to be applying a lot of pressure here.
He went 2 points on Reflection on TB.
Oh.
Okay. I think you max Elu Conjure Image now still, but I'm not 100% sure.
Money to burn.
I mean, do they want kill potential on this lane? So it's going to slow for 20%. Oh no, sorry, not 20% more. It's going to do a bit more damage to the Venomancer, I guess. Maybe he just puts it at level 2 and then leaves it like that. I mean, it's already done enough damage. Look at Venomancer's HP already. Oh, there's the cast. There's the Maledict also, along with the Metamorphosis. That's going to find the kill, maybe perhaps onto Venomancer. Yes, it will. First blood will go to Witch Doctor. The tag team dealing some damage here to Venomancer, along with that poison string from the Plague Lords.
Yeah, the Tusk got so much XP off that kill there, because the Veno had already died when they killed the TB, so he's just level 4.5 now, 6 minutes into the game, after like really struggling at the start for XP. He's doing really well. This Beastmaster's going to have like Necro 1 and 1,000 gold, by the way, and this bot lane's going to get crazy.
Oh, it is. It's already not going as well for Juggernaut, as we can see. You know, he's still there. He's still evening out between the Terrorblade right now. But they're having to commit so much preemptive regen on this bottom lane right now. Oh, Lina with a rotation there with help of Tusk will find the kill onto Mars middle, with thanks to that level 2 tag team. And the Laguna Blade also level 6.
It feels really good playing these 4 heroes like Earthfrit and Tusk when you can roam between 2 lanes that you can both kill him. So like Lina, this Lina mid, he can obviously set up for like LSA with the shards and things, and then top lane Venom Tusk is obviously very strong too. And he's doing it again.
Yeah, Venomous Gale coming in along with the Snowball as well. And there is the tag team, going to slow him down, deal some more damage. They will find the kill there onto Witch Doctor. Then the Maldic going to do a lot of damage, and the Mars Ultimate coming out along with Skewer the Spear. We'll find the kill there onto Venomancer. Venomancer will fall, and maybe, perhaps, Tusk. Oh my god!
He got down to 3 HP.
Survives on a small amount of HP, though. Speaking of HP, Juggernaut is plummeting right now. Doesn't even have his Omni Slash. Going to try and commit Icarus Dive here, find the healing ward. Will find it indeed, but is it the cost for his life? Maybe, perhaps not. Oh, the roar coming out from Beastmaster, able to find the kill there onto Juggernaut. It looks like it'll be kill on a Slaw as well. Phoenix will survive, and they'll find themselves 2 kills top going to Phoenix.
Beastmaster sitting at 1,000 gold, 250 to go, and then this bot lane's basically just uninhabitable anymore. Mid lane though, Laguna.
And the Snowball coming in, trying to find that. Oh, actually block off Mars's path to escape up that high ground stairs there. The Witch Doctor rotating in, there's the cast. And that's going to fend off the rest of Inverse from chasing the Mars, and Mars will be able to get away safely. But no regen to heal up, so he'll have to go a walk of shame back to base, take him 30 seconds, so he's going to miss out on some XP middle.
Sure, I've always wondered, I've never done the numbers. When you play TB and you jungle, is it more efficient to tread switch to int and then use the conjure image? Because obviously when you conjure image on int treads, they get int treads as well on the illusions.
I think it is. I play terribly quite a lot. It really helps in order to say, oh, they've just found themselves another kill.
Oh dear.
On the bottom. But yeah, speaking about the power treads, I do think it really does help when you switch to Intel on Terrorblade, because what is it? It's level 2 Conjure Image. It's not going to deal much damage at what level you are right now if you have the agility treads on it. It looks like they may actually find a kill. Speaking of Terrorblade, yeah, he's going to take a lot of damage there from the Dragon Slave and the Lightning Strike Array. But no follow-up there with the Laguna Blade. And
the Lina needed to wait like 1 second before she went in there, because the Ogre was coming over with a stun, and she had Laguna Blade just come off cooldown as the TB was running away. Like, if she'd have waited another second, they would have found the kill, but she got a little bit impatient. Just allowed the TB to get away there.
But yeah, this Conjure Image just allows him to tank up the damage so that he doesn't take much damage at all. So it does help, because the illusion's not going to deal like so much damage when you're on Intel treads, especially at this low level in the game. So it's a lot better to try and utilize your mana, because Terrorblade sometimes has mana problems when farming the jungle, so he does have to buy himself some clarities at times to keep up his farm with the Conjure Image.
I'd like to see him get range drops as well against Selena, I think, and just help with his casual mana regen. This bot lane though, the tower's gone. That's Beastmaster Gaming. It's Necro 1.
I loved how you described it as the lane was uninhabitable.
Uninhabitable. Yeah.
That's a good way of describing it. Oh, the
like, who knows?
coming out. The Juggernaut just able to Blade Fury in the nick of time. Won't be skewered into the arena today. He'll escape.
The reason I call it that is because there's some games where you have these like 4 heroes like Rubik and Wyvern or stuff that can just push lanes out just by sitting really far back. They have Tusk Ogre as a support duo. Like, neither support wants to go down there, and it's the same for the Diet against the Venom. Like, nobody wants to help defend towers against this Venomancer.
Oh, they're actually going to rotate to Juggernaut. And the Primal Roar is ready. There's the spear, gonna skew it. The Juggernaut into the side of this wall in the river, and he will fall within an instant. No problem there. Easy kill for 0900. And now they're gonna try and pressure this middle tower. The rotation coming in from the Venomancer to try and defend this middle tower. They do have a catapult on the side of 0900, so do they want to try and utilize this? Oh, Lina! Oh! Laguna Blade coming out, but the cast coming out just in time, but nonetheless, Witch Doctor will fall, but now the Snowball coming out onto Mars along with the Warrior's Punch also. That will find Mars, but Lina's also falled there. The Supernova will be committed also, and Tusk will just be able to get out the range of that, but nonetheless, the Icarus dive coming forward. It's a double kill for Slided.
Did you see him shovel before he died?
No. I didn't know. That makes it all. That makes it a little.
He started trying to dig and then cancelled it straight away.
Oh no, they found themselves.
I don't know why.
They don't have Primal Roar though, so he should be fine. So, Terrorblade really utilizing this Metamorphosis right now. Will find himself this tier 1 middle. Nice little cleanup there for him. And, you know, props to him. He's utilizing this Metamorphosis, applying pressure on the way. Like, this is what you want to do as a Terrorblade. Just try and utilize this Metamorphosis as best as you can for your team. And then when it's down, just try and push out the waves. The Juggernaut may be in some trouble again. Blade Fearing in. Does have his Omni Slash ready, but taking a lot of damage here from these Necronomicon Warriors. But they will fall. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage here from the... Oh, look at that Maledict, and now the Arena coming out with the Snowball just in time. Maybe perhaps be able to save the Juggernaut. No, Juggernaut is indeed going to fall. And Venomancer going to be skewered back. Witch Doctor going to fall also from this insane amount of damage. That Beastmaster going to try and TP out also. And Lina cleaning up there with the Laguna Blade. Finally going to kill that kill streak there from the Phoenix. Oh, he's just wanted. Oh, and the bottle. Is he able to escape in time? No, I don't think he is. Lina, incredibly fast, even with Lightning Strike Array. And the final right clicks there. Will find the kill onto Mars. It's a triple kill for her.
Easy peasy. They can find themselves back in the game. That fight looks really bad for the Jug. I cannot believe he survived there. Oh, I think he died. Did he die at the start, actually? I think in the arena. I can't remember.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay. So he did die still, but...
Yeah.
At least they find all these return kills at the same time. Like, you need to be able to fight around your Primal Roar, most importantly. And they decided to try and start taking a fight without it. Like, the kill on the Jug would have been so much cleaner.
He's opting to build a Battle Fury as well. I don't know if this should be the case, because with Juggernaut, I don't know why I snorted. With Juggernaut, I forgot how to breathe for a second. With Juggernaut, like, you know, he's going to be in these fights. He's going to be the main focus to Primal Roar. And speaking of Primal Roar, that's going to land onto Lina, and she's wiped out from the face of the earth. We see these Necronomicon Warriors and the Sunray. They're going to find themselves 2 easy cleanup kills on the side of 0900. And they're just going to head themselves mid.
You have to remember, at some point in the game, if the Dire find a pick around the Roche pit, they can take it so easily with Beastmaster and Terrorblade.
They do have Arena ready. They could potentially get a kill. And Arena, it will be committed, though the Gale is going to land on Mars and slow him down, though he will be able to skew Ogre into the Arena.
I thought he would have just teased.
So what a veil. He's going to fall here. Yes, he is. They're going to find the kill there onto Mars, though Ogre will sacrifice himself for that kill. Maybe Venomancer as well. The Necronomicon Warriors chasing him underneath this tier 3. Is that enough? No, the board just expires along with the Necron Warrior as well. And Juggernaut may be able to get a kill here onto Witch Doctor, yes. And they'll find the kill onto Beastmaster as well, with thanks to that Laguna Blade. But now the Lightning Strike Array coming out along with the Snowball also going to stun down the Phoenix. And they'll find themselves a double kill for Lina. So they are able to come back. They're doing alright.
Yeah, the Dire side were... They found this initial pick, right? Straight away, which was really good, onto the Lina, and they killed off the Tusk as well, which is great. And they kind of like go a little bit too far into this tier 2. I think as soon as the glyph comes out, they need to be a little bit more careful. Because, like, your... who was it? The Beastmaster got run at. Sorry, the Witch Doctor got run at. But the Beastmaster and Phoenix were a little bit unsure whether they wanted to hang around. So they like sat around on the high ground for a little while, and then the Lina just comes up and cleans them both up herself anyway. I think if they did, they could have just minimized like their casualties effectively, but...
Though we haven't mentioned that Terrorblade was able to pick himself up. I think this is a... Looking at it as gold, this was a 14-minute Manta style. That is pretty impressive right now. And he is up on the net worth there at 7.6k gold. And now they're taking control of their triangle. And the rest of Inverse really cautious whether to. No, it looks like they're going to go Roshan. They are. They got themselves a Meteor Hammer as well.
Okay.
Along with the Necronomicon Warriors, going to try and take themselves a Roshan. Oh, Ziran. Oh, sorry. Are Inverse aware of this right now?
If they get away with this, it's really good, but it's incredibly greedy to go for this play. Like, because if Radiant run into the pit, like, they don't have great team fight, but they have, like, Spin that can run in, they've got decent damage from the Lina, but like we said, they do have potential to take Rosh, and they take full advantage of that.
These have all been fights without the Terrorblade, though, with the Metamorphosis.
Yes.
Once that like, they're going to be able to pressure these tier 1 towers now, especially with Aegis, though this Metamorphosis now is going to be coming off cooldown. I don't know whether they want to push further, or they feel still that they're strong enough without Metamorphosis, though I feel like the smartest thing would be for Terrorblade to just go back and farm up, which he's doing right now. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they'll be patient. Because, like, the Mars has Blink now, which they can play around, but the TB's going to be like, guys, I'm just going to wait for meta. If you want to fight and you think you can find a pick-off, you do you. But it's not my fault if the fight goes wrong, because I'm going to jungle for a little while.
Juggernaut on his own here, and Terrorblade is going to be pushing out bottom now, get him a sweet triple wave here. Triple whammy. Lovely wave for him. And that just forces Juggernaut away. Now he's got nowhere to farm.
I like that he's going back for Dragonlance on the TB as well. I think it's a really value item, but against these heroes like Lina that have high range and high like reach, I think being able to keep your distance is really important.
It's a really nice early item to tank up as well, so it really utilizes you to join these team fights a lot earlier. Because it's like a mini sky. Like back in the day, when Dragonlance was introduced, you'd be seeing like Meepos build Dragonlance. Like, you wouldn't even care about the fact that, like, he's a melee hero. Like, what's he going to get out of the range? It didn't matter about that. What mattered was the stats of the Dragonlance. It was pretty much a mini Eye of Skadi.
It used to give such a stupid amount of strength and agility. I think it was like 16 or something on each, wasn't it, when it first came out?
I think so, yeah.
It's crazy.
And it was better, what, for 1,900? And that's, like, even more than an ultimate orb, which was, I think it was 2,150 gold at the time. So it was like, okay, I'll do that.
10 old stats. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they're going to get this bot tier 2. The Beastmaster's been using this Necro 3 really well to like clean out the whole of the map. So like the only Radiant Vision they have at the moment is one in the top jungle where the Dire haven't played in forever, and this one under the tier 1 bot on the Dire side. And it's not telling them anything about where the Dire are playing really.
Yeah. But they need this vision a lot more defensive. Like,
but they can't because the Necro 3 is just killing all the
wards.
wards.
Them down, yeah.
They're going to find this ward here, yeah.
Look at this, they even have Meteor Hammer on this Phoenix, so they're even able to pressure this tier 3 tower. They've committed Metamorphosis for this. I'm trying to get all the arena coming out. That's actually caught Lina in the arena. Along with the Sunray as well, but the Snowball coming out just in time. Is that enough to save the Lina? But the Sunray coming out also. That's going to deal a lot of damage to Inverse right now. Tusk is being caught also, but this Terrorblade, he doesn't have any mana though. He is being able to heal up by the Sunray. And the buyback is going to be forced on Lina also. They want to try and defend this tier 3 tower. Oh, and the skill coming out again! Lina, she's being caught! The Metamorphosis dealing a lot of damage here, though the Yule Scepter comes out just in time, maybe perhaps no! She's going to be taken down by the Metamorphosis and the range there of the Death Ward. Now the Primal Roar coming out onto Juggernaut. Juggernaut's going to fall. He's going to try and Blade Fury out, but he'll just be able to get out just in the nick of time, though they will kill the Terrorblade there. He's going to spawn back there with the Aegis, and they are still on the AOK offensive to siege this tier 3 tower right now. And as we say, that Mars coming in with the spear, there is saved there by the Snowball. Ogre will be, though this Warrior's Punch coming out also gonna lock Terrorblade in place, and the Thunder coming out on V-Slash, tries to deal some damage. It's not enough. He's gonna try and Blade Fury away. He's dealt all the damage that he can, and the Meteor Hammer is gonna connect onto Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi is gonna fall. It's not looking good for Inverse right now.
It's amazing if they take a melee Raxuseli. I can't believe they've tried to force this high ground fight so hard. I thought when the Lina, when the TV lost the Aegis, I thought they might back off a little bit and be careful. But they're persistent here. They know how strong they are. And this Phoenix with Meteor Hammer has been constantly chipping at the buildings the whole time. And so they eventually just fall. And what an amazing fight for Dire's side. The Lina dieback, all of a sudden, they're in, Dire in such a command now. Because the Lina was doing fine, but her net worth's been set back so far. Like, if she got this BKB at a decent timing, they might have been able to take fights. But now, she's so far away.
Like, that was a high ground defense. Also, like, Lina being the strongest there, especially with the Dragon Slave. Like, the magical nuke damage is really, really nice, especially against the Terrorblade. But they just picked her off, and they focused the right target again and again. She bought back. They focused her once again, especially the Metamorphosis there, and she just fell, and that allowed them and enabled them to just take the racks. It was really nice plays there from 0900. Especially utilizing that Aegis perfectly with the Metamorphosis.
Oh, Tusk sees them. Yeah, he knows they're there.
He has got himself a Blink Dagger though now. Interesting pickup.
I mean, this TB, I think they just wait for the TB to get Scardy, and they just try and play around the second Rochelle and Dire.
Oh my god.
And then the game just...
Look how much he's away. He has 4,200 gold right now. He's got himself, like, you've got to remember this. He's got himself a Dragonlance and a Manta Style. It's 21 minutes. He's going to be getting an Eye of Skadi in, what is this, 23, 24 minutes? Like, usually this would just be Manta and, like, half of a Skadi right now. If it was, like, an average Terrorblade game. But he's just been able to just murk on it. Like, if we have a look at the kills and deaths and assists, like, he's on 3 and 1, and he's just been farming like a god. Like, if we even have a look at the CS, he's on 230. So, like, no contest at all on his lane. Well, all slight contest, but he's just had such a good lane. And now they're going to catch Tusk as well with the Yule. He's going to be skewered into the tree. Maledict's going to land on him as well. Also with the cast. Is he going to die? Most probably. He's going to try and delay it with the snowball. It's not enough. He will fall there from the Maledict, and the kill will go to Witch Doctor.
He would have got out there if not for the Sunray on the Phoenix, I think. Because if he comes out of the snowball there and is able to blink straight away, he might have been able to get out, but with the Sunray down, it just cancels the blink straight away. That was nice.
I think we can just go for more here. Like, hi, Skadi. It's 300 gold away. I don't know if they want to be patient and wait this Eye Skadi, because it would be big, especially against Lina, to slow her down. 50% movement slow against range heroes. This would absolutely torture Lina.
They probably would have waited if it wasn't for the fact that TV's just picked up an Arcane Rune.
Ah, right, yes. And he's calling the courier in as well. They'll be able to pick up his point booster there from the secret shop, and they're just hammering on this tier 3 tower. Laguna Blade comes out, but Phoenix is actually going to use Supernova and dodge that Laguna Blade. The snowball coming out will save the rest of Inverse, maybe perhaps from this Sunray. However, all the Icarus dive coming in, going to deal a lot of damage there. Tusk, it will fall, and the Cask is going to land there onto Venomancer, and the Deathwolf's going to find the kill there onto Ogre Magi also, and the Primal Roar coming out onto Dominor. Juggernaut is going to be wiped from the face of the earth. He's down for 50 seconds with no buyback. And they're going to force a buyback here onto Venomancer and the Ogre Magi. And look at this, with the healing from Witch Doctor, he's just able to stay here. He doesn't have a care in the world. They find themselves a top racks. Though Lina is doing quite a bit of damage there. Out comes the Fire Blaster. Oh, the slow and the Eye of Skadi proc will find the kill there onto Ogre Magi. It's a dieback for him. He's down for 60 seconds. It's only Lina and Venomancer that can hold this right now. But 0900, they're happy with what they've got. They're happy with what they've taken, and Inverse, they see no way of coming out of this, and they're going to call themselves GG.
It's nice to see a comeback in the whole series overall, though, because I don't know, like, I feel like both teams played well at certain points in this series, but there are definitely mistakes to iron out for both of them moving forward, right? And you have to remember, the thing about this whole DPC system is this group stage is everything. Most other Dota events, you have group stages, and then there's like, oh, top whatever, go through, and then there's a playoff. Every single series matters so much. So I imagine both of these teams will end up looking back at this one and being like, maybe we could have done things differently here. Obviously, Dire here are going to be much more happy. 0900 because they've won the series. But I think Inverse might look back at this and think, you know, this is a really bad start for us, right? Like, especially when we were doing so well at points in this series, I feel like we could have done better, because, you know, like, the higher you finish in Division 2, like, getting to Division 1 is obviously the aim for all these teams, right? But if you can make a name for yourself and prove that you can, like, push forward, like, there's so much time to, like, get better because you're only playing once a week, but you have to make sure you're giving everything in your A game in the when you come up to these, like, matches, right? Because there's only what, like, 7 series overall. Like, each series matters such a huge amount.
Yeah. And
Sorry for my ramble.
No, no worries at all there. As we can see here, 0900 will come out the strongest here and take this best of 3 with a 2-1. We did see a turnaround there. We saw, Inverse come out there and win the first game, and we thought Inverse would be pretty strong here, but then with a few mock-ups there with the draft and that, we weren't particularly strong with the draft, and also with the very close plays there from both teams, 0900 will come out on top. So they'll be your victors here for this best of 3 series, and that's all from me and Mo today. So thank you all very much for watching. I've been your caster Epidamnos with me, Mo Farrett, and we'll see you next time.